Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is fine on your end. Welcome to my channel. You're listening to Light Channeling once again, and today I'm back with a very sweet, short, new channeling update for you. Okay, the message is quite short and very sweet and straightforward because universe wants to say to you that reunions have started. Okay, now you might have heard me saying that a lot of times. It's because each and every twin couple out there is on different timelines, and not everyone is going to reunite on the exact same date and timing. And that's why a group of twins or fated soulmates come into union during a certain period of time according to their divine plan and the divine timing set for them by the universe. So again, there's another set or group of twins about to come into reunion, and nothing specific was given as to how long these couples were in separation or what was going on in between them. The simple thing is that reunions have started, and the ones who are meant to come together and reunite with their twins will start to see signs. Now, to get more clarity on what kind of signs you'll see, you will have to listen to my another audio message that is about I don't remember what it's titled as, but I think the thumbnail says that universe will tell you if it's for you or not, something like that. So you can go and listen to that one. But apart from that, universe will make sure that you are receiving the perfect, accurate, divine guidance you need to move forward and make the changes that you need to. You'll start preparing for reunion one way or the other, consciously or unconsciously. Even you won't realize that the changes you're going through are happening because you are about to reunite with your person, with your twin, if it's fated for you and if it's meant for you. On the other hand, I received this also in the form of signs that astrologically a lot is changing out there to pave the way for reunions to happen. So if there are astrologers and those who can read stars and things like that, they'll tell you more about that. But one way or the other, universe is showing itself through way of signs and synchronicities to let you know that it's all working out for you. Okay, whatever karmic situations, problems, obstacles, challenges or blockages were there, they're about to get lifted away from your path, or will be when the timing comes for you. The only thing that needs to be made sure of is that you are in real twin flame or a real fated soulmate connection. Other than that, everything that you're going through or will be going through is all part of the plan. Even the ones who separate you two and cause separation are all part of the plan. They're also here to learn their lessons like you do, and they play a huge role in awakening your person and you as well, and making both of you learn your lessons given in your divine plan. So when things get heavy and painful and there is a lot of heartbreak you experience, just know that you have to go through the bad and the worst before you can experience the best of it. So you'll start seeing things which are going to point out that you indeed have a future with your person, and you can expect positive outcomes on the horizon for you. You'll start hearing songs, you'll start see names, words or synonyms that mean union, reunion, meeting, and just basically victory for love and things like that, justice and fairness, tests and all. With that being said, I also saw a sign that some kind of test obstacle or challenge or difficulty is about to surface or resurface in front of you because you possibly haven't learned that lesson yet. It could just be about tapping into your intuition, trusting your own self, your gut feeling, or just your intuitive nudges. And if you've not been paying attention to that, the same thing is about to reappear again. It's just a test. So universe is going to test you what kind of action you're going to take, how you're going to react to that difficult situation, or by having to face a difficult person in your life. It might come out as something which you might not like to hear, which you might not want to see, something like that. It's going to trigger you hard, and that's where the challenge and the test is. If you do not get triggered, you would pass that test or that obstacle or whatever it is. But if you do get triggered, and if you repeat the same old patterns of going into the negativity, of sulking into the negatives of the situation again, whining and complaining, again start questioning everything, why it's all happening with me and things like that, then the same thing will keep and continue to appear again and again in front of you. But above all, universe wants to tell you that it's just a test and it shall pass. You'll overcome each and every hurdle or obstacle that is present on your path. Just do not make hasty decisions and be calm, composed and balanced as much as you can. That's the test for you. No matter what's going on out there, what's happening on the outside, you have to remain centered and balanced within yourself. That's the biggest lesson actually. And other than that, at times what happens is that because of these obstacles and challenges, you start to lose your faith and you feel like you should give up. And that's what universe wants to tell you, that oftentimes you are going to get tested as to how much patience you can show and how long can you wait for your desires to come into full fruition or the fulfillment of your desires actually. Because that's the biggest lesson and the biggest test all at the same time for an individual to learn. It's because we are not that patient enough and we haven't learned what actually patience means. That's why we have so many difficulties, especially in this connection. You get my point? So it's all about your equation with the universe and how you communicate with the universe, how you receive the divine guidance you receive, and how much you're working on interpreting those signs for you. You getting my point here? It's all about that. Universe will keep pushing you where you need to be and where you need to go, and away from where you need to walk away. That's what it is. Things will start moving in your desired direction, but before that you will have to experience whatever it is, whether good or bad, to help you grow as an individual and learn why I talk about empowerment so much and so often. It's all about coming into balance. It's all about coming into alignment with divine energies, understanding the meaning of this connection and the dynamics as to how it works, because it's all about energy. It's all about you being connected on a spiritual level, not just on a physical level. You can't control your person, you can't control their choices, decisions and actions. You have to surrender reacting to whatever it is you don't like to see. That means if things are not going according to your wish and in your desired direction, just learn how to shift your focus away and become unbothered and completely detached by that, and that's when things will start shifting in your favor. And that's what universe is trying to communicate. You might have heard one of my channelings on my channel. It was posted on 30th of November, I believe, last year, where I said exactly after 101 days counting from 30th November, which actually landed on Mahashivratri this year. I was not aware of that, and at that time I received a message and a channeling that rebirth is about to begin or happen in between twins. And I was given that time period for the rebirth and changes to happen, for a lot of karmic endings and again new beginnings to happen. But then after that I also received the channeling where it was given that it's going to take almost 1.5 years for masculines to change into a completely new versions of themselves. They'll start awakening, they'll start becoming more connected with divine, they'll start regretting and having remorse for how they have lived their life so far, where they've just allowed themselves to get indulged in lust and bad habits, toxic addictions, and listening to wrong people, being all in their pride, ego and arrogance, and acting out of that and things like that. But that was about to shift, and that's again what's coming. And we are being reminded that if that was for another group, now the same thing is happening for a different group of twins and soulmates. And it could just be a progression from that as well, where they might have learned one lesson, but now because they get tempted a lot and at times they get attacked more than us, because they usually operate from a little bit lower levels of consciousness, it's easy for them to get tempted more than the feminine, because feminine usually has this intuitive ability to decipher between what's positive and what's negative. But because masculines are more likely conditioned to live on a superficial level based on 3D patterns, and what needs to be done on a physical level, they usually overlook their spiritual side. They are trained to do that, they are conditioned to do that, that's why. But then when a masculine is on this journey, a time comes when they organically, gradually and eventually learn to connect and tap into their deeper spiritual side more than what other people have taught them or trained them to do as being a man or a masculine. I hope you're getting my point here. I'm sorry. I saw 1, 2, 3 right when I said that. Actually, right after I said that. So that's how universe is communicating. 1, 2, 3 simply means that progression is happening. Okay, your person might have taken one step, then universe guided them to take another step. They took that, and then now they are on the 3rd level. You getting my point? That's how progression happens. That's how slow changes begin to happen at first, and then the momentum takes place slowly, one after the other, when one makes the efforts to bring changes in their lives. That happens on an individual level first. You have to show to the universe that you're willing to make the changes, and then later on universe assists in pacing up, in helping you move a little bit more faster than before, to help you reach your divine timing. I hope you're getting all points clearly right now. Everyone's situation looks different, and usually a time comes in a lot of, twin connections where one or the other completely loses his or her faith and trust in the connection and starts to feel that there is nothing left. But that's when universe actually tests you to see how you're going to deal with that difficult situation and how you're going to rebuild that faith again. And that's actually when universe starts to show a little bit miracles one after the other, to tell you that you're not alone. No matter what situation you're in and how horrible and terrible it looks on the surface, universe is always in control. So focus on learning your lessons. Easier said than done, but that's what you have to do. Reunions are happening. They'll keep on happening when and where needed. And don't think that everything is going to happen for everyone all of a sudden at one point of time. Yes, it may happen for you, for a specific group of twins or soulmates, all of a sudden at one certain period of time, because it's what's needed for them and for the people they're surrounded with. Because remember that your connection is not just about you two, it's about a lot of other things. There is a whole another world it's connected to, and there are whole other reasons it's supposed to come together, not just for you to have your happily ever after, but to bring the healing in, to help those other people who are lost and strayed to come back on their divine right track or path. You are going to help them. You're going to lead as an example for them. That's why. Okay? So build that connection with your guides, angels, ascended masters and the universe as strong as you can, because at the end of the day, it's your connection, it's your life. You have to deal with it, and you have to become the pilot of your own plane. Okay? You have to take that steering wheel in your own hands. Yes, at times people like me or someone else are going to come around and may help you out and assist you and act as a guide or a lead. But then again, it's you. It's all up to you. You have to learn those lessons. You have to cross those bridges. You have to make those changes, and I forgot what I had to say here. You have to leave behind certain things. You have to go towards what you're supposed to be going towards. It's all about you. Okay? So that's the channeling for today. I hope you liked it, and if you did, just give me a thumbs up and click that button, red one right there down below. Okay, that's how you'll receive all the new notifications and updates happening on this channel, and you'll be able to listen to more of what's coming up ahead. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for all your lovely wishes, blessings and appreciation. It means a lot. I'll be back very soon. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.